We've built a complete data-driven system to analyze real trading data from actual Forex brokers' accounts, not demo data, not broker claims, to find out which Forex brokers are truly the best for scalping. We measured everything that matters for scalpers: spreads and commissions, execution speed, and of course, broker regulation. For figuring out real spreads, instead of relying on brokers' own reports or user comments, we went a step further. We opened real live accounts with all of the brokers and connected them to an advanced monitoring system we built for our website, Forex. This system pulls live spread data from real accounts every few seconds. It then calculates average, minimum, and maximum spreads across different time ranges, from short 15-minute windows to longer spans like 3 and 7 days. This rigorous monitoring gives us precise, real-world data on what traders actually would pay in spreads across different pairs and how consistent those costs would be during live trading conditions. Another crucial factor for scalping, especially if you use high-frequency or automated strategies, is execution speed. You need to know how fast your broker actually places your orders. Faster execution means your trades are filled closer to the price you want, which is critical during volatile moments like major news releases. Slower execution often means more slippage, and that can eat into your scalping edge. To measure this properly, we built 4 custom expert advisors, EAs, for MT4 and MT5 that test both market and limit order execution speeds. By the way, our MT4 EA are completely free. So if you'd like to test your own broker's MT4 execution speed, you can download them and run them yourself. The link is in the description below. Another key thing we looked into when picking brokers for scalping is their regulation. While it's not a direct trading factor like spreads or speed, regulation plays a huge role in protecting traders. A well-regulated broker is much less likely to manipulate prices or widen spreads unnaturally because strong regulators actively monitor them and can penalize any shady behavior. But of course, not all regulators are created equal. That's why we built a broker regulation scoring system, ranking brokers based on the strength and credibility of their licenses. Now, strong regulation definitely adds safety, and we consider it a key factor in picking the best scalping brokers. However, it's also true that some unregulated brokers offer lower spreads, since they don't have to pay the same compliance costs and want to stay competitive. We've reviewed some of the more reputable offshore brokers separately. You can find that video on best offshore brokers for US clients linked on the screen and in the description. All right, now that you know how we analyze brokers for scalping, let's talk about the actual results. But before we dive in, just a quick note. This video is for educational purposes only. Trading Forex is risky, and leverage amplifies those risks. Make sure you understand all the risks before trading, and seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor if you need it. With that said, let's look at which brokers performed best in our tests. I'm not going to go through every detail of each broker here, but we'll go over the top performers based on our data. If you want the full in-depth breakdown, you can find it in our article on Forex. Links in the description. This year we reviewed around 100 brokers and shortlisted about 20 for different trading styles. From those, 7 brokers stood out as the best regulated choices for scalping. For testing spreads, we focused on ECN account types, since they typically offer the lowest raw spreads. For example, in ECN accounts, Euro to USD spreads often range between 0 to 0.2 pips, plus a commission. When we combine spreads and commissions, the average total cost across our top brokers was around 0.5 to 1 pip for Euro to USD. Among all of them, Life Finance had the lowest average cost, around 0.5 pips total for Euro USD. Next came XChief and Moneda Markets, both offering very competitive spreads. For most major pairs, Light Finance consistently offered the lowest spreads and commissions, with Moneda Markets right behind. However, when it comes to gold, both Moneda Markets and Star Trader offered the lowest spreads, with a meaningful gap between them and the rest. We've listed a few pairs in our Best Scalping Brokers article, but if you trade pairs not included in that table, check our full low spread broker section on the website. Links also in the description. When it comes to execution speed, all the brokers we tested performed well, more than enough for most scalping strategies. But if you're using high-frequency trading or EAs, where milliseconds matter, here's what we found. For MT4, FX Pro had the fastest execution speed, followed by Moneda Markets. For MT5, Moneda Markets was the fastest, with Star Trader coming in second. In fact, Moneda Markets showed the best MT5 execution speed for both market and limit orders across all the brokers we've tested so far. On the regulation side, Star Trader, FX Pro, and Moneda Markets all hold at least one Tier 1 license, the UK's FCA, which is one of the most respected regulators in the Forex industry. That means these brokers can be considered among the safer options. So to sum everything up, if you mainly trade major pairs, and top-tier regulation isn't your highest priority, Light Finance is your best pick. It offers the lowest spreads overall. If you prefer a strongly regulated broker and are okay with slightly higher spreads, Moneda Markets is a great all-around choice with Tier 1 regulation and excellent execution speed. For gold scalpers, Moneda Markets and Star Trader are your best bets. And if execution speed is your top concern, FX Pro is fastest for MT4, while Moneda Markets leads for MT5. For a deeper breakdown, including other performance metrics and full data tables, check out our full analysis on the website. The link's right below. If this video helped you choose a Forex broker for your scalping strategy, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more traders find it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.